Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3. It's something.
He hits me, what, once, maybe twice? Jumps up, uppercuts, happens to hit me. I take fall damage. He's slamming down. He hops back in the bus. That's not real!
Turrets on cars.
Yeah, I will not be playing this season.
Fists that for some reason deal 80 damage.
Hey, this game's fully modded. It's not even funny. This game is...
Whatever this thing is, Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 is a wrecked season. You get what I did there? This new season also added Wasteland challenges to the game. These challenges aren't any ordinary challenge. You have to win without touching the ground. Win while also taking damage when picking up items. Win but you can't use healing items, and so much more. That is why in this video I set myself up for pain and suffering, because I decided to do all 6 of these challenges in ranked. Now you may see that I start this challenge out in Platinum 2. Now before you all start crying, well, Platinum is easy. The more I failed these challenges, the more I ranked up, leading for me to end with a pretty sweaty rank at the end of this video. Now sit back, grab some popcorn. I don't know what these professional YouTubers say, just this is how I beat every Wasteland challenge in ranked. Epic decided to cut me some slack in this challenge, which you'll have to see later in this video. I'm also doing these challenges in ranked 0 build, which makes some of these challenges even harder for me. In game 1 I had almost already forgot that I was supposed to be doing these challenges and tried to land at one of the boss convoys. I quickly realized and switched to land at Rebel's Roost to accept my first challenge. The first challenge I was given was that I could not use any healing items after I've taken damage. This means if I've been hit for 100 and all my shield is gone, I cannot refill my shields with minis or big pots. Now I was kinda stupid and accepted this challenge before I healed, so that already set me back this game. But Fortnite had messed up, because I soon realized that you could heal from Sorp barrels and the new Sorp cacti. A player had landed on me very late. Even with no shields, I was still able to take them out pretty easily. I then headed to the desert where I can heal from the cacti. After I got full shields, I decided to look for some enemies because I did not want this to be a boring video of me just sitting in a building and doing nothing. Well, that's exactly what I did.
I am stupid.
At this point I was shivering in my timbers because I didn't expect to make it this far. Possibly because I'm not the best Fortnite player. Once the circle got smaller and smaller, chaos started to erupt. Players, cars were everywhere. It was a war zone. A player even got in my car and started working with me because he had nowhere to go. Eventually my car was destroyed and it was a free-for-all. I had found someone healing in a porta bunker and punched my way in there with a new fist. I kicked him out of the bunker and took it for myself to hide in, mostly because I noticed my health was very low, and I had no way of healing it back. For some reason he came back to the bunker I had taken, and I quickly eliminated him. Now that it was a 1v1, the other person saw this as a chance to easily eliminate me since I was just in a fight, which he did. Hey, I managed to rank up. Now here's the weird part. Epic counted that game as a win and said that I had completed the challenge. Now I did not pay Epic to do this, don't get mad, I am as confused as you are. In game 2 I switched up the landing spot and landed at a Wasteland beacon far in the desert. This time it gave me the challenge where if I picked up items I take damage. I left the spot and looked for some enemies to fight. Luckily I didn't have to look for long because I immediately found my first victim, which turned out that I was the victim because I immediately died when I landed on him. Yeah, that wasn't a good start. In game 3 it gave me the same challenge as the last game, but 20 seconds after I accepted the challenge I already forgot that I couldn't pick up items. This time I didn't die so early on. I landed at this P-Boy's landmark and the game automatically made me pick up an item I didn't even see. I got into a car and modified it, ready to find some players to fight. I saw this guy in a truck and started to blast him with a machine gun turret. He got in a new car and started shooting back, but I had damaged his car more and destroyed it. He ran away and I decided not to chase him because I didn't feel like getting out of my car. Because I'm not good enough for this. I left and headed to a bunker. I soon realized that someone was in the bunker, so I had the smart idea to get the grenade launcher turret and launch grenades in the vault. But before I could get back to him, he got into his car and dipped. So I took the bunker for myself. But for some reason he came back, then dipped again to a third party. But he came back again and tried using my plan against me. I hit in a corner so he couldn't hit me, and he tried rushing me, which didn't work out for him. I healed up but was then rushed by a third party, and he killed me with 2 HP left. These kids are something else. Game 4 gave me the challenge to not touch the ground. It was basically the floor is lava but without rising lava. I pulled up on someone messing around and scared him off. I looted up and came back realizing someone had taken my car. Now I wasn't going to let that slide, so I chased him down, but then got out of my car touching the ground, so I quickly had to get off. I then got back in my car and we went on a not so friendly joyride.
Get out of my car now!
I then got on top of the car and beamed him through the window, which he got me pretty low too. I healed with the swerve cacti and began to find more victims. I chased this one guy for a hot minute but was put up on by a third party and he got my car down to 100 HP. So I skedaddled out of there. I headed to a bunker with one guy trying to blow me up, but was too scared to actually come into the bunker. He kept driving by but still never came in. He left and I also had to go to circle. I then left the bunker and used the fist to not touch the ground. Playing in zero build makes this challenge a lot harder since I cannot build to stop myself from touching grass. I got a quick kill on this guy and grabbed a car and dipped to find attachments for my car. At this point it was a total war zone, way bigger than the first game. There were more players, more cars, more explosions, so much explosions that I lost 2 cars trying to survive. Before that happened, someone had taken the driver's seat of my car and I was going to shoot him, but took this as a chance to work together. We were taking out cars and damaging players, but that quickly ended as our car exploded. I quickly found a new car and got in, but the same thing happened and I was controlling the turret. We got a kill on this clueless player and headed to circle, and then he tried to kill me and I had to take the driver's seat. I followed him to this house and got into the roof to hide from the boss car that was driving around. They destroyed the building I was hiding in and I had to move closer to the mansion of Lavish Lair. Once the storm started pulling back, players started to raid me and I had to go into storm to stay safe. I used my final mega and played for survival, until it came to a 1v1. We both used our shield bubbles and waited it out. I had to move because of storm and we laid down our second batch of bubbles. I then realized I could punch him through the shield bubble and get some damage on him. He then flew away, but I chased him and claimed the victory, completing the floor is lava. Apparently Game 5's clip was corrupted, but all I can tell you is that I died, but ranked up to Diamond. Someone had landed on me, but I still managed to get some loot before fighting him. He was chilling on this roof when I decided to mantle up and get some shots on him. I don't know what this guy was doing, but it didn't seem like the guy knew that when his health reaches 0, he dies. I got the Burning Hot Items challenge, and 5 seconds into this challenge, I already picked up 2 items. I got into a fight with this guy and jumped into his car. I tried to shoot him through the window, but he drove away. I then left to go to the oasis to heal all my missing health. After that, I headed up to the floating island, got some attachments on my weapons, and was ready to fight again. I don't know what was happening here, but someone get this man a driver's license.
It sure is nice driving my 2020 Chevy Silverado.
I played Ring Around the Rosie for a second with these players teaming in the boss car until the driver was too lazy to chase me. At this point there were way too many cars in this small circle, so I hid behind this rock. I joined forces with this one guy in an SUV until he ditched me for another SUV. Thanks for the car with attachments, I guess. I don't know why I didn't grab this medallion laying on the floor when I accidentally drove into the launch pad, which sent me flying off the mountain. I was driving through this house when I somehow fell through the floor and lost my car.
Paying everybody that said a force.
I hid in this tree until I was spotted and tried to run. I was then fried by this one guy and then was FNAF 2 style jump scared by another player. At this point the entire lobby was targeting me, so I really had nowhere to run and died. Game 7 was looking great until I was raided by this Omega skin out of nowhere. He tried running away, but it sounded like he was dragging this giant rock behind him, so I managed to find him pretty easily and killed him in the bush when another player pulled up. Thanks to my boom bolt, I managed to destroy his car in just a couple hits. After I destroyed his car, he was done for because this man without a car is the most coolest Fortnite player ever. I ended up getting the full throttle challenge, which meant I would take damage when I stopped moving. This guy fried my car, but I rocket fisted myself over there and eliminated him when he was still in the car. After that, I was pulled up on by 2 different players and almost lost all my health. Thankfully, I had the regen medallion, which regened my shield up to 75. Here, it gave me the reload glitch, which makes you reload for absolutely no reason, but I still managed to eliminate this guy. This guy was being chased by another player and stopped by on my island, but they shortly ran away. But one guy came back, and again shortly left after I cracked a shield. And another guy came up to island and shortly left. What is up with these people? I got into an SUV and got to circle. I eliminated this guy on the mountain and quickly grabbed the medallions before they slid all the way down. I punched this guy away and I was just trying to heal. I eliminated this guy with the help of another player and was rushed by him, and well, I couldn't get the last shot in. I got 4 as lava again in game 8, so I'm just gonna skip this game. Game 9, I was given full throttle. I headed to the Nitro Dome to maybe get one of the boss cars. Got this quick elim on this dude that tried to rush me, then I dropped down to this fella healing and one-shot him. I saw that some people were fighting the boss, so I dropped down to see if I could spot anyone. The boss died and this happened. Please nerf the fist. 10 games into this video and I was still going. I was given burning hot items and headed to Redline Rig. I chased this guy with a medallion, but he kept running away. I eventually eliminated him, and I kid you not, when I went to open the car gate, 3 different players pulled up on me, took me out, and left right after. That game put me in Diamond 2, which you're gonna see me in that rank for a long time. Game 11, I traded damage with this player when he caught me off guard and eliminated me. Game 12, I was given 4 lava, so that's another skip. Game 13, I brought my worser friend with me so we can run some duos. You may have seen him in my other videos, pretty silly. We fought a team with the fist, and as you would expect, that didn't work out so well. Game 14 gave me perma damage, which Epic gave me for free, so we'll skip this game. Game 16, I was given full throttle. This match we actually made it pretty far, so you have to wait and see. Skullbarber 2's ops pulled up on him, so we geared up and was ready to fight. We chased this guy with the medallion for a couple minutes, and funny enough, he dropped his medallion because he knew that's what we were after. After granted the medallion, he had earned our respect and we stopped chasing him. But that meant we would be the ones being chased now. We headed back to the Nitro Dome in Storm because they hadn't unlocked the boss car so we could get it for free. We were just driving around and Skullbarber was just shooting at anyone he saw. We had nowhere to go and our car blew up. I tried to hide when Epic thought I stopped moving here. I made it all the way across the circle when my finger slipped and I sadly died from the full throttle challenge. Oh, 4 lava again. Game 17, I was given burning hot items. I drove to the Redline Rig when it gave me the reload glitch, again. Game 18, I switched it up a little and landed at a convoy first. But that went nowhere and I drove to claim my challenge. I was given burning hot items and saw that there was someone in this house. What an easy kill this will be. I got the first 2 shots on him. I was genuinely tweaking this far into the video. Game 19, I landed somewhere else to claim a challenge. This guy was just running around, which made me think that he wasn't that great. Until he Superman jumped over to me and blasted me in the head. Game 20, I landed at the 4th Wasteland beacon location and got burning hot items. This game I had food, so I camped the entire game. This one guy did pull up on me though, and I gave him a little spook. Oh! Back to camping I go. I drove this car into the bunker and let the chaos happen outside. I ended up getting my health really low to the point where I couldn't pick up any heals because I would die from it. I had to find sword barrels somewhere and headed to Reckless Railways where I knew there would be some barrels that spawned there. I healed up and thought this was going to be a great game. I was going to win this one. No one would get in my way. Now for game 21, the file was corrupted, so I had to use replay mode because a legend was made in this game. I was given burning hot items once again and headed to the Nitro Dome when I ran into this guy in the boss car. I hopped in and we just started scaring everyone away. The moment we knew we trusted each other was when he got out the car and I let him heal. Epic, this is not teaming, you knew this would happen. We ended up making it to top 10 and we're still going strong. We healed and switched responsibilities. We ended up eliminating the rest of the lobby and he sacrificed himself to fight the final guy. And sure enough, he won. Now here's the heartbreaking moment. He eliminated the enemy player, then I was trying to talk to him saying let's fight. But he dropped all of his items and gave me the win. Shout out to this guy, man. He made this challenge a lot easier. For so many games in a row, I wasn't able to get the last challenge I needed for now. The time I was recording this video, there were only 4 out of 6 challenges in game. I was mad tweaking during all these games and was about to punch someone with my own fist because these nitro fists are so annoying. I had made it to game 31 and was on the edge of blowing up. After all of this, I really needed something to calm me down. So I play one of the most calming soundtracks in Fortnite. And for some reason, this made me make it all the way to endgame. I had an entire crew in my truck and we were just traveling together until our truck blew up and we all scattered like ants. I caught this guy lacking and healed up while grenades were flying everywhere. I found the last unused car in the circle and claimed it for myself, but hopped in this boss car and became this guy's Uber driver. Another guy hopped in and there was just one guy that wasn't in the car, which we killed. With 4 people in the car, I launched them all into storm, eliminating 2 of them, which leads to a 1v1. I was shivering in my timbers and for once I didn't panic. He tried punching me to death, but I stood my ground and shot back, doing enough to end him. Now that I've completed all 4 challenges that are currently in-game, I could take a break from ranked. For now. Fast forward a couple weeks and they finally released the last 2 Wasteland challenges. One of them seeming ridiculously hard, but somehow I managed to complete both of them in a short amount of time. You have to wait and see. Maybe it's because all the sweats went over to play the new game mode Reload, which is similar to Rebirth Island from Warzone, I think. I don't play Warzone.
Oh yeah, get up on there. That's gonna save you.
This is my first match of ranked in a whole month. They have added so much new content. Some of the new items I was scared to come across. I was rocking the Nick A30 icon skin thinking this could help.
Never back down, never what?
I go to the Wasteland beacon and already get one of the new challenges. Jammed clips makes it so you cannot reload at all. So if I run out of ammo with my weapon, I have to find a new weapon and keep fighting. I headed out and found my first opponent. He wasn't that good, so I was able to eliminate him, but ended up using more than half of my magazine on this single guy. When looting, I passed by a Gauss rifle, which has infinite ammo. I guess I didn't think about that when I was recording.
Stupid.
I found a player fighting a convoy and decided to pitch in. I took the guy out and then was attacked by another guy. He tried shooting me with his turret, but after the turret nerf, the grenade was ultimately better. And yeah, I took him out. Here, I finally realized that the Gauss rifle could help me out a lot. This guy threw an EMP at me and I died because I missed most of my shots. Game 33 wasn't looking too great as I got lasered by this guy off the bat. We kept hiding from each other. He kept trying to sneak up on me, but it never worked. Until he used the Metallica guitar to rush me and he eliminated me with 17 HP. Game 34 I ended up getting jammed again, but died to this guy who uppercut me through the car and absolutely destroyed me with the Gatekeeper shotgun. Game 35 I got in a kill on this guy who tried to sneak up behind me. I missed a lot of shots on this guy, holy. I got reloading, he's disabled again, and thought that it would only give me challenges I haven't completed, which would be nice. This game I was absolutely destroying people. This guy was laser focused on putting the keycard into the forecast tower instead of actually trying to run away from me. After that, some guy was lurking near me, but I couldn't figure out where he was and moved on. Until I think I found him at this area down here, and he was trying to run away. I chased him down, but was third party by another guy and had to dip. But he tried chasing me and instantly left. I don't know what's up with some of these people. I ran once again and slammed into this guy at the forecast tower and scared him off. This guy in the war bus didn't see that I was up here and I eliminated him, taking the bus for myself. I was getting tired of this guy sniping everyone from this hill and decided to hunt him down. I was driving in circles not realizing he was behind a tree. He blew up my car and I hid in this house waiting for him to make a move. He jumped down and ran into the room I was in and I believe I gave him a little spook. He tried running away but he wasn't quick enough. Absolutely beamed this guy with the turret. And this guy. And that guy. Then my recording stopped. All I can tell you is that I died in a very embarrassing way and ranked up to Diamond 3. Something I didn't realize before was that you could actually go to different Wasteland beacons and get different challenges in one game. I got the Forest Lava but headed to other Wasteland beacons to hopefully get the 2 I needed. I made it to the 3rd beacon and got jammed, once again. I baited this medallion kid by pickaxing the gold and it actually worked. He thought I was distracted and ran in not expecting me to be ready for him. I hid in the bunker for just about the rest of the game and had someone camp outside. Someone ran in and did not expect me hiding behind this object. Cars were surrounding my bunker so I just hid for longer. Someone ended up hiding outside and was camping for quite a while. Though he was then rushed and I eliminated the guy who rushed since I knew he would be a big threat and got out of there. With all 3 medallions, I had a pretty good chance at surviving. Caught this guy trying to run and lasered him. Then this war bus pulled up on me, and I guess we were just playing with each other. Until he EMP'd me, then I got a little mad and left. I accidentally landed on someone hiding behind a rock and kept moving. I escaped to this house and did not expect someone hiding in the roof. And for some reason he was able to catch up to me even though I had nitro. Darn auto shotgun. Game 37, I didn't manage to get the challenge I needed because apparently too many storm circles have passed. What a joke. Game 38, I actually got something new. Unshielded made it so you couldn't have any shield. This included overshield, which meant I was going to be stuck at 100 HP the entire game. Not even sword cacti or sword barrels could help you. I played it low the entire match because I didn't want to get into a fight. It was too risky. And then the recording stopped again. Recording on Xbox isn't easy because it only lets you record for an hour, and sometimes it doesn't tell you that you've stopped recording, so I end up keep going without knowing I'm not recording. I didn't win, by the way. The next day I get unshielded first. I hid the entire game, so nothing special really happens. I make it to top 6 and was driving my car through the POI of Mount Olympus. Barely anyone was shooting at me for whatever reason. But I did put myself in a pickle with this wall and storm, so I had to run out. I protected myself with a porta bunker and was avoiding everyone the best I could. Even with 5 players running around and shooting, I managed to not get hit a single time. I don't know how I did this. Mostly everyone was dying in storm. Then it came to a 1v1. He got me to 1 shot, but I still ended up eliminating him, probably completing the hardest Wasteland challenge in just 2 games. Game 40, my buddy Zerum joins for some duos. This is also when they added the new Magneto power, which lets you hit people for 95 with a metal scrap and blocks hits for 400 damage. We took out this one team, then fought Cerberus to get the mythic Gatekeeper shotgun. I went to this beacon, but it didn't get the one I needed, and then we died to some tryhards. 95% diamond, almost to elite. Now this video will be coming to an end because game 41 has to be the craziest endgame I have had this entire video, which you don't want to miss. I got the challenge I needed and headed back to Grand Glacier as we chopped down the entire POI. We found our first enemies and I lasered this guy from across the map. Get it? Tri-beam laser? Lasered. We rushed the last teammate and took him out. We saw some people down at the gas station and got involved. We eliminated a solo with a stacked loadout, which would help later on. We got another elim on this guy who just got rebooted when Zerum gets lasered by a team on the mountain. I got smashed by the Magneto power twice, causing me to stay in place and panic. I tried going back for his car, but there were way too many people. I was just trying to survive and was being attacked by everyone in the lobby. I was literally in the movie. Running around, I managed to grab the regen medallion and hid in a porta bunker. I was still avoiding the 1 solo and duo and hid in this motel area. Caught this guy trying to sneak around and quickly eliminated him. Then it was a 1v2. I get the first guy pretty weak and tried damaging the next. I chased them down when they get me to 40 HP. I knocked one while in storm and with 11 HP remaining, I landed on the last guy and won the game. And just like that, I completed every Wastelander challenge in ranked. Was I the first? Maybe. Probably not. But that was still a very hard challenge for me to do. I ended this challenge in rank elite. And even though I didn't play in elite lobbies, I don't care because I can finally play ranked normally now. If you guys like this video, that's if you even made it this far, please say so in the comments because I wanted to try something new. If you didn't, then I'll probably go back to making my previously made content. It would also help a lot if you subscribed because I am a really small channel just trying to put out well edited content for you guys. With that being said, I will see you in a new video in like 3 months. I don't have a good upload schedule. See ya.